Hey folks, Frank Zorrilla here, Zor Capital. Today, the 27th of October. So I'm gonna do a quick video in regards to sectors and the sectors that are leading based on momentum. I'm sure you read in the past that that you want to be in the right sectors because 33 to 75% of a stock's move is based on the entire sector. So you want to be in the right sector. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do it. The first and easiest way is to rank the sectors. I'm using TC2000 here, so I'm going to show you a couple of different ways. You rank the sector by, quarterly momentum. And then here's what I do. So I rank them by quarterly momentum, and I take the top 20 sectors, and the first one is regional banks. So once I click on regional banks, I'm going to click here, and it gives me all the names on the watch list on all the names in this particular industry. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy all flag symbols to here my list, which is the top 20 for this week, and boom. So I'm going to do that for every single top 20 sector. I'm going to go on there, I'm going to click, the names are going to change right over here. I'm going to right click and copy all these names into one list, which is this one right over here. So out of those top 20 sectors, which by the way, right now, Latin America, regional banks, pharmaceutical retailers, financial exchanges, insurance brokers, beverages, soft drinks, healthcare facilities, utilities, restaurants, utilities, airlines, solar, household personal products, utilities, grocery stores, publishing. So once I have all these names on this list, it gives me 431 names. You figure it gives me 411 names because you take out the top 20 sectors that are also included here. So this is a lot of names for you to go through on a daily basis. So here's the second part that I do. All I want to do, I want to look for stocks within the top 20 sectors that have yet to make a move. So they've been consolidating for the last 20 days or 10 to 15 days. They're not overextended. So I'll click here on scan, and I have this one hugging the 20-day, which very simply, it's going to narrow down these 431 stocks to only the names that are within 3% of their 20-day moving average. They're either within 3% of their 20-day moving average on the upside or the downside. So once I do this, I press OK. We go from 431 names to roughly 192 names for today. And now it's giving me stocks, that is somewhat have been moving sideways, that are probably, ready to break out. And you can filter this in different ways as well. If you, for some reason, you want these things above the 200-day moving average, whatever the case may be, you can do that as well. But the point is that we just narrowed down that list from 431 names to 192 names, okay? That is one way to do it. Since the market has been under pressure, there's another way, excuse me, that we can do it, is by taking the best performing sectors ever since the SPY peaked. So that way, we're pretty much, this is another way of looking at the sectors or industries that have been holding up the best or performing the best since the S&P peaked. You can call this anchor momentum, whatever you want to call it. So what you do is you press Shift T, and you go from here up to today, and the S&P is down roughly 8.42%. And what you want to do is you want to sort, and you want to do it over here. And then here you're looking at the sectors that have been performing the best. For example, banks, regionals, they're up 16%. Pharmaceutical retails up 11%. Pretty much as I'm looking at this list, they're pretty much all the same names. Pretty much all the same names, just in a little different order. But these are all the same names. Or airlines is a new sector. So that's just two ways where you can do it. And then again, you go here, and here's the actual little scan. You can copy this, and this is how you create a scan of stocks that are within 3% of their 20-day moving average. I hope this helps. So trade them well and be well.